Hello, welcome back. Today is episode 28 of the Alec Steele Show. I'm really excited to have you here. It's always a great thrill, and today we're going to try something a little bit new. I've been doing an Evo class here at the workshop, and the kind students the other day thought, hey Alec, you know what I think would be a really cool thing for you to make on this Saturday's live show? They wanted me to make an ads. So we're going to try making an ads today. I'll completely confess, I have no clue what I'm doing, just like most of these live shows. So it's bound to be a hell of a lot of fun. There are bound to be some great hiccups to overcome along the process, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to it. We got Sam in the, is it a little bit too much to say in the studio? It's a little too much. Oh well, I think it'd sound cool. I've always wanted to say that. In the studio tonight, live from Norwich in Great Britain, we have Sam, and of course we have Daniel from Canada. You can yell hello, Daniel.
Hello.
And of course from Denmark, oh whoops.
Yeah.
From the Netherlands, we have Bart. That's the running joke. I thought Denmark. It turns out it's the Netherlands. Terrible. Oh goodness, I still annoyed by that. Anyway, we got this piece in the fire. I'm going to crank up the burner a little bit now we're going. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole on this. I'm punching the hole a little off center. Now, of course, not having made one of these, judging and deciphering just how off center one needs to be is going to be a little bit of a conundrum, but I've guessed. And frankly, I can't remember what that guess was. I just kind of eyeballed it. Now, I do have a center punch mark top and bottom. The steel I'm using is somewhat irrelevant because this is probably going to end up much like all of the other live projects. It's going to be made and then it's going to sit around in the workshop somewhere and never be used. But I didn't want to make it out of a steel that would probably be suitable for the task. I certainly know that guys are using 4140 to do a great and very admirable job with axes and stuff like that. So I figure for an ads, 4340, a little more chromium, a little bit of nickel, as far as I think, I guess, might even be even better. We'll see. But I'm quite sure that it'll do the job of what I'm intending, which is to make a really fun video, have some fun, do some fun forging, and probably let it sit around for a couple of years before I get around to putting a handle on it and actually using it. Maybe I'll find a use for it one day. Maybe I will find myself needing to carve a little bowl or a seat or something like that. But anyway, the most important part is the forging. That's where the fun is had. How are we all doing, by the way? Any good comments coming in, Sam?
There's one that H search always says about making an anchor.
An anchor. Somebody always wants us to make an anchor.
Video, they always comment you should make an anchor.
Yep.
They've got there, you can put two ads together, forge weld them together, and it makes...
What's his name?
H search.
H search. H search, what is your obsession with anchors? Why should we make an anchor? His comment today is, hey, you know, you can take two adzes and put them back to back and you kind of got an anchor. You got an anchor shape. Okay. Who's here? Who's in the house?
Phil Taylor, Reese James.
Great to see you, Phil Taylor.
Matt Ben.
Great to see you, Matt.
Sharp Work.
Great to see you, Sharp Works. You got to shout, Sam. You got your ear defenders on. You can't hear me. No, but you can't hear how quietly you're talking. You need to wear out your voice. What?
Govert Vastenberg.
Govert Vastenberg. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's good to have you here. So, first step with any good forging, as you guys who have been here for the class would rightly know, first step in any good forging is to drop at least 3 things. At least. There we go.
A bit of what is an ads? People who don't know
What is an ads? So an ads is a tool that I believe carpenters use to potentially shape out Windsor chair seats, also potentially shape bowls and such. And it's got a curved edge, and it's kind of angled back towards you. It's got a little handle, and you chop away, and the edge is unlike an axe where it's parallel with the handle. It's perpendicular to the handle, and so as you chop down like this, the blade's that way, and you can kind of scoop things out, as far as I understand. Right, we're hot. Should we take a heat? You ready, Sam? Where are your glasses? You can take these. Sam was about to blind himself by not having glasses. Is the exposure a little bright? Is that any better? It looks all right on the phone, actually. Oh, well.
That's ready?
You ready? Let's stand on that side of the anvil. And keep it wide for a little bit. Ugly schmuggly pugly. So I'm going to take my tongs, hammer eye tongs. Made these on day one of the EVA class. I'm going to go and ask for a medium blow from Sam. I'm taking a relatively large punch, and I'm going to go ahead and get it set. With every blow, I'm looking at the hole. I'm examining it. I'm examining how it develops. I'm making necessary adjustments as we go. Those adjustments may include making sure that we're square this way and that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch to the 2. Making sure that we're square this way and that way, as well as making sure that the punch is going to be going straight down that way and this way. There are a couple of tricks that we can employ to straighten out the hole, such as tilting the billet to redirect the angle of the punch. But the key thing is here, guys, is get your punch out of the hole. Now, there's a lot of this adze making process, which I won't be able to talk with much professionalism about, as I'm very new to it. However, I'm thrilled to inform you that I've punched a rather large number of holes in my still yet short life. So I'm quite happy to instruct you on how to punch a hole with relative confidence. I've done a couple of these. Not quite to the point that I can close my eyes, though, as much as I trust you, Sam. I'm gonna adjust that up slightly. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna make people seasick there. And I'm gonna turn down the exposure a little bit. Might have to adjust the, There we go, on the money. Look at that, and the exposure's a little better too. So, since we got forging to do, I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in the fire, take a little more heat. You know, we're about a red temperature there. Do you wanna hit play and see if it'll go live? I wanna see what the exposure looks like on there. It's still a little bright, isn't it? See if that's any better. Who's saying what, Sam? What's new, ladies and gents?
Good answer. Why do you never see Sam? So elusive.
Why do you never see Sam? Sam, take the stage.
On the incognito.
Take the damn stage, Sam.
You can look at comments.
I'm going to look at comments while Sam entertains you all. But you got to yell because the mic's on me.
I won't entertain. I'll sell my wonderful t-shirt.
Wonderful. Tell me about this look at this exposure. It's messing with us.
This t-shirt is available now on the website. Come closer.
Okay, yell. He's yelling into the microphone. Ah.
Yeah, available on the website and hoodies. Shipping worldwide.
It now looks too dull.
That's me.
Sam, you've dulled it all up.
Either I'm too shiny or I'm too dull.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop messing with the exposure now. And now it's too light. Look at that. That's the weirdest thing. I can usually trust my camera a little better than this. Daniel, have you been messing with my camera? Bart?
Yeah.
Golly, Bart. You had to, didn't you? Bart was messing with the camera. Terrible. All right. You ready, Sam? Enough slacking. Go over it. Even harder. There we go. Notice I flip this around each time. Imperative that you hit only once in the hole. I'm going to bring it down until we're almost down to the plane of the anvil. Not quite all the way through. It'll often stick when you're just about there. So I'm down as deep as I want to go in that hole. Hold it back up towards you. That's as good as I want to go. I'm now going to flip it over. I'm cooling the tool though. There's no support on the punch right now. So it's again, imperative that we make sure it's nice and cool as we then go into the backside. I do have a center punch mark there, but we flattened it out. So it's going to be an eyeballing game. Sam, could you take your hammer, hold it half an inch above it, and then drop it half an inch? Perfect. That gives me the tiniest little mark and indication as to where we are. I like that. I'm going to ask for a medium blow now. Now with that medium blow, I'm going to flip it around, and I'm just going to have a look from this side. I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to see if I like its alignment with the bulges on the side. I'm going to move it slightly. He hits a little harder. Great. Now we're going to go hard. Turn it around with each time. Make sure it's how we want it. I'm a little off to this side over here. So I'm going to tilt the billet that way. Sam's going to hit straight down. What that does is that just slightly redirects the hole, hopefully without snapping the punch handle. That gets us a little more close to central. Now I can go straight down. Did you feel that sink a little bit?
Yeah. Just give, that last little...
Yeah, so what'll happen when you're punching this plug out of there, there'll be a moment where it kind of just sinks. And that's where the plug has been turned inside out and it's started to shear. If you can look really closely, which I don't think you can see it quite on that camera, there's a little bit of air right in the corner of the plug. I'm cooling the punch. I'm gonna hit again. There, that one really sank down there. There's now air on two sides of the plug. There's air there, one, little air there. Wonderful. Now, there's no resistance to the tip of the punch right now, so what I'm quite happy to go ahead and do is go for a 1, 2, 3. That's gonna shear the plug out of there, drop it on the anvil, and it also serves the purpose of drifting the hole open a little bit. So there you can see we have our punched hole. Lovely, 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 jubbly. One punched hole, and one beautiful little plug, slug, punch out, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to cool my punch. I'm cooling this in a solution of beeswax and graphite, which acts as a wonderful coolant and lubricant. It's a very slow and unaggressive coolant, but it's a very effective lubricant with the graphite in there. And that certainly helps a little bit. You can get both beeswax and graphite on eBay. What? What is? Dan, what?
Not bad. He's changing the cameras.
Has he been doing? Sam, you got a job. You have a job, unpaid, but I'll give you a job.
End of Feb, kind of middle of end.
Burners should be coming at the end of February. Hoping, end of February. And what I think I'm going to do is in the beginning of February, open a pre-order so that you can get your names on the list, so that we can start getting them out to you as soon as possible to the end of February, in early March, as the burner parts come into us. That's the hope. So stay tuned for a burner pre-order. I'll announce that relatively soon. Ah, I do like water. That was good striking, Sam. Look at that.
Carl Spot says, do you keep in contact with Brian?
Do I keep in contact with Brian? Well, not as much as I'd like, actually. He's not very text, not good with the texting and the Facebook messaging on his phone. So he's a little difficult to keep in touch with, but I believe he's going to Kenya soon to set up a forging program in Kenya with his brother Ed Brazil. It should be very fascinating. And if I can find the opportunity, I want to try and get out there too and kind of see what's going on and have some fun in Kenya, because Kenya, that'd be fun.
Have you ever thought about doing more artwork?
Have I ever thought about doing more artwork? Well, I dare say. I like to think that my videos themselves are a little bit of an artwork. That's what I think of them when I'm editing these wonderful cinematic sequences at 2 o'clock in the morning most nights. I like to think they're a little bit of an artwork, but in terms of forged steel artwork, that's something I really do absolutely want to do more on. Absolutely want to do more forged steel artwork in the future. It's one of those things. It's about finding time. I know, guys, it sounds really corny, but finding a little bit of inspiration to make said art. Right now, I'm interested in making beautiful videos and trying to step up my game in the video format. And then the next kind of interest in terms of artistic things to improve upon and develop are the knives and the Damascus. I really want to spend as much time as possible making some cool knives, making some even more interesting Damascus in the near future. But in terms of forged steel sculpture, I'm probably going to put that on the back burner for a little while. Regretfully. I mean, if I had 300 hours in a day, I'd use them all, and I'd be absolutely thrilled about having 300 hours in a day, and probably make a little more steel sculpture. Right, Sam, you ready? Yeah. Are you ready?
Boy.
I'm probably going to take a glove on this one. Let's see if I can work out what we're going to do with this. If you could stand on that side, that'd be lovely. I'm going to put my ear protection on. Made by who, Sam?
3M.
Oh, 3M. That. Stuck
This
it.
camera got the fisheye lens.
No, it doesn't have the fisheye lens. Why?
We're just having a bit of a rounding issue.
Oh, no, Sam, that's just your stomach over your belt. I'm a good friend, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that with the filler in the middle. Yep. Come on, Sam, hit it harder. There we go. Beautiful work. Okay. So because it's an hourglass hole right now, I'm only going to strike from the middle to the high side. One of the things I kind of like to avoid doing, I've mentioned this before, especially with this process, this particular process of drawing out cheeks, where this top tool, you can go wide, this top tool, where this top tool here is kind of a little bit slippery on this surface, it can have a tendency to shoot off if you're not holding it perfectly level. But of course, one of the conundrums is as we're placing it there, you're not necessarily always perfectly level, and so it can get a little dangerous if you get into a rhythm with your striker and he hits before you're perfectly set up. So rather, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and, okay, if it feels like there's been a rhythm going on, a rhythm's great if it's safe. Not so fond of a rhythm in a precarious situation like this where, hey, a couple of times that heat, don't hit. A couple of times that heat, I couldn't quite find the mark, and it wasn't quite set up. Had he struck at that time, it could have become dangerous. So, plenty of opportunities to like and love having a rhythm. Hear the jingle. But it can also be a little bit dangerous. And I'm certainly no Safety Sally. I'm more of a Safety Mark. But, no, I'm actually neither. But, you don't have to be a Safety Sally to like not having top tools fly and hit you in the testicles and such. Common precaution. What's going on, Sam? Burner prices, £89 and £109. Small one, £89. Large one, £109. Small ones for like would be a small little forge, suitable for making knives in, little small things.
Alec said, come have a close-up of the 3M defenders, please, so we can see how dirty they are.
Close up of the 3M defenders, see how dirty they are. You guys remember how white it was on the inside?
I don't mind.
Oh, this one here? You guys remember how white these were on the Alec? Come on, Alec. You remember how white these were on the inside, ladies and gents? They're now cream colored inside with splotches of black. It doesn't feel so great really when you look at them and you're like, oh. Yellow colored. Looks a little funky to me. I gotta say though, they're very comfortable to wear. And Bart can attest for how awesome that Respirator is. With a little clippy front face, the mask that falls off your face. God, comfortable. Did you have any fogging up in your glasses when you're wearing it? That's what I'm saying. It's a good respirator. Oakley dokley. So, I'm going to take these little blocks here. These are just some little blocks with a radius edge that I'm going to be using to drift over so we don't damage the cheeks. So I think I've decided that I do want to keep the cheeks on this particular one. Are you ready, Sam? So I'm going to lay that on there, put the tongs to the side, hammer in hand before the drift goes in the hole. Whoa, the voice went. Drive the drift. I'm going to leave the tools up there. Nice and hard, please, Sam. Strike the high side. Beautiful. I'm going to redrive the drift a little bit. That drift gets hot. Nice to keep it, keep a cold part of the drift in the hole as we're applying some of the pressure onto it. Okay. Cheeks aren't all the way down to where I'd like them, but enough that I think I'm ready to begin isolating some things on here. There we go, throw that off of there. Cool the drift. And before that hole gets too large, I'm going to isolate. I'm going to isolate in there. In there, yeah, with a fuller. And that's going to create that little dive down that an Adze typically has. I want to do that now before I get the hole finished. That has a tendency to really pull and suck down that hole. Actually, something when I was thinking this through in my head, I'd actually forgotten to think about. So it might be that I have to fight the hole a little more to get it to the size that I'm going to want afterwards. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't deform the hole too much and it goes all right. What's going on, Sam? Comment land.
Asking about hammers and whether you're doing classes and...
Hammers and classes. We're going to open up hammer pre-orders again in March, mid-March, something like that. Do some hammer pre-orders, which will be good. That's when you can get your hands on a hammer, when you can order a hammer. Classes. The classes here at the workshop are booked through until April. Then I'm probably going to do classes again July onwards, and I'm going to open up dates. I'm going to put dates out for that in May. So if you go on my website, on the homepage, at the very bottom, there's a sign-up form. You can sign up to get an email notification, and I'll send the notification for the class dates first to people that sign up with their email address there. You know, that way it gives you an opportunity to get ahead of the game with coming and taking a class here. Should be good fun. You enjoying yourself? Good. He just said, yes, absolutely, it's a marvelous time, and Alec is such a wonderful person. It's great what you can do when they can't hear what you're saying.
Have you ever thought about bronze casting?
Have I ever thought about bronze casting? What does that mean exactly?
Casting in bronze.
But like, no, but what does it mean? Have you ever thought about bronze casting?
Doing it.
Have I ever thought of doing it? Or just thought about it? I've thought about bronze casting, certainly. I think I've seen Jacob Farham do it. I was visiting Jacob Farham, incredible blacksmith and jeweler. Visiting him, and we made a awesome little bronze mini anvil that's on my key ring. So I've seen it done. I've never done it myself. Never done it in this workshop.
What do you think about the T-Rex burners?
What do I think about the T-Rex burners? I think they're actually a very fantastic burner. I think they're a very good burner, really nice quality made, and I do know that Jared, the guy that runs the thing and makes the burners, he's a great guy. Good local small business support in the US. If you're in the US and you need a burner fast, they're the guys to go to. A lot of people have asked me what I think of the T-Rex, considering I have a T-Rex and then I started selling this one. The reason that I prefer this is because of the adjustability. Yeah, you can see it. The adjustability here on the choke, the amount of air that I let into the mix. I like that quick and easy adjustability. That's the only reason that I like that more. T-Rex burners are, it's a champion in its own right. I have nothing bad to say about it at all.
You should just say, yes, Roy, you can.
What did he ask?
Can you hook the burners up to a 5-gallon propane tank?
Can you hook the burners up to a 5-gallon propane tank? I can't see why not.
You can. They come with a hose tail.
Yeah, I mean, the things come with a hose tail. So basically you take your hose, you put it on, you crimp the clip, and you're sorted. Right, you ready to take a heat, Sam?
I am.
I don't need these up. Don't know why I've got them there. Okay, so I'm going to move over just a little bit. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Beautiful. See if I can mess with that exposure a little bit. Okay, I'm then going to hit this with a flatter here on the cheeks. But not quite the cheeks. Now, we're really not having joy with our exposures, are we? I think I prefer that. Then I'm going to come back in here, keep filtering this down, isolating it. You can see what it does on this back side here. It lengthens the hole. On this top side, it kind of sucks the hole down in a weird manner. That's one of the conundrums with this. My recommendation, were I to do this over again, I would tell you, do this before you do anything with your cheeks, so that you have plenty of an opportunity to open it back up with the drift afterwards. I should not have opened up the hole from the get-go. You know, I'm gonna go deaf if I keep doing this without remembering to put my hearing protection on. Do you guys have any questions? None? Do you guys want to swing a sledge? You're welcome to. You want to come swing a sledge? Great, Sam, you're fired. Come. Sorry, Sam. Have you guys seen my t-shirt, by the way? Is that your sad lope across the workshop? Now that's no time to try and sell something after insulting a dear friend.
What?
What? Turn things on. You ready? Now I should add, mishits here are recorded forever.
I see that.
Streamed live to the world. Any mishit you make now, 258 people will see it.
Okay.
Do you have your?
Got to miss it 258 times.
No, you don't need to mishit for every person viewing. Preferably you'll mishit for none of the people viewing. Do you need your safety glasses, or are you going to use those?
They're in the hotel.
You can use your prescription glasses.
What?
The prescription glasses will work. You can't use them?
I can't see what I'm saying though.
Oh.
Take them off when you're
I
swinging.
always take my glasses off when I'm sleeping. They're only for 3 feet in. I think beyond that I can't see them long.
Right, you ready? Great. I forgot to put my ear defenders on. There we go. So I'm going to work that down a little further. Come on, hit a little harder. There we go. Beautiful. So let's welcome Daniel from, was it? Wonderful. What fun. Now I think I'm going to do a little bit to the back end of this, and I'm going to go grab a thick, large fuller from over here. 3 cartwheels, please. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to take my large top fuller. Nice and hard, please. Beautiful work. Now, this might not be a necessarily efficient way of doing this, but I think this might add the artistic flair that certainly we could never be disappointed with. Nothing wrong with a little artistic flair, is there, Sam?
What?
What?
Oh, dear.
He couldn't hear me. Looking interesting. Great. So, of course, one of the things about trying new projects is you don't know where you're going next. I have no clue where I'm going next. What I can see, though, is that eye is not as nice as I'd like it to be. On that back end, that back side, or the top side. So what I'm going to do next heat is I'm going to take the drift and I'm going to push it in this side and see if I can fix that up a little bit. But I've also first got to think about support for this. Best bet is probably going to be this. There we go, look at that. Perfect. I can support it on there as I drive the drift. Do you want to swing next time?
47 kilo bottle, how long?
How long does a 47 kilogram bottle of propane last me? It depends what I'm doing.
On one burner.
On one burner, 4 to 5 days with this forge.
Send you an email if you've got a date. I've got one.
You do?
Right,
Corin did send you one. Okay. We have a data sheet. It's basically like, okay, if I'm running 2 burners off one bottle, this huge forge, I will burn 47 divided by 23.5 kilograms. I'll get there eventually. So with 2 burners, running this enormous forge, super hot, I will burn 23.5 kilograms of propane a day. So you can reasonably say if you've got a forge that's half this dimension, and you've got it nice and hot, you'll probably burn 11.75 kilograms of propane a day. You know, what's that, 25 pounds maybe? Something like that. But I run them pretty fast. I'm running them hot. Sorry?
23.5 kilograms, just over 50 pounds.
I was halving 23.5.
What's the square foot?
Square footage of the workshop-ish, like 700. Maybe, do you reckon? Seems really... No, not good in square feet. I think it's either 700 or 800 square feet, the workshop. Not a very large workshop at all. What I found though is the better you organize it, the more space you have. Hence why I have a milling machine and a lathe. Because I organized it better, saw I had a lot of free space and thought, hey, I know what I can do with all that free space. I can buy a milling machine and a lathe. Right, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. I'm gonna prep my tools.
Yeah, watch the lights.
Yeah, don't go taking those lights down. 2.5 meters tall. The Dutch, tallest people on earth. Or I'm just the smallest. Go. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to take my fuller. Nice and hard, please. That sledge travels about 13 feet in the course of his swing. Beautiful striking. Very nice, filtering it down very nicely. Not all there. Beautiful. Now it's going to bend it if I hit straight down from the top like that. So instead what I'm going to do is making sure that this is not in the path of anybody, I'm going to lift it up and swing it down and use the inertia of the tool itself to release it from the drift. I don't think I'm going to go into the other side yet. I think I'm going to begin to do a little work on the blade. One of the most important things that I ever learned about forging, of course, just like most things I've learned about forging from Brian Brazil, was to not go too far too fast. Never finish one part of a forging and then move to another part, especially if you're heating it up again, especially if you're forging right next to it. Because often, just like this hole, if I was to finish the hole and then do the rest of the forging, the hole would get completely distorted, the cheeks would get scaled and oxidized up, and you wouldn't end up with a clean forging and it'll be all twisted and mangled. Instead, you leave it a little thick as you do the work next to it, so you can always thin it down and clean it up and pretty it up as you go. It's the more, I learn every day that I'm blacksmithing, but the more I think about not going too far too fast, the easier it gets. How's it going, Sam? What's new?
A lot of people writing useless and stupid
A lot of people writing useless and stupid comments.
comments. Yeah. But I suppose what they don't realise is that every comment they put boosts the video anyway.
Sorry?
Every comment they put boosts the video anyway.
Good. Keep commenting. I might add that we are due for a little celebration. 40,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna get ready to do my little celebration dance. It's gonna be very tame. This is gonna be the extent of it. That's my 40,000, oh, you turned it off? That's my 40,000 subscriber celebration. It was really much more vicious than that as a celebration initially. But you know, you've got to be tame for the camera.
So, what are we going to do at 50K?
I'm thinking at 50,000 subscribers, I think we should do a little giveaway. I think we should do a little giveaway at 50,000 subscribers to celebrate. We're leaning towards the idea of a Damascus hammer. Just putting it out there. If you want us to give away a Damascus hammer for 50,000 subscribers, let us know in the comments. On every video I post, comment that you want that to be given away. And of course, the best thing that you can do is keep sharing the videos with your friends. A Damascus hammer would be pretty freaking cool to give away. Sam, do you want to strike? No, I'm not going to give it to you, Dan. Oakley dokley. Right, you ready, Sam?
Yeah.
Staring at your phone still. You don't have any glasses on. It's probably more dangerous now. You ready?
Ready?
Okie dokie. Nice and hard, please, Sammy. Stop doing Alec's accents. I mean, stop doing accents, Alec. Ooh, mixing my English up. Okay, well, I can't see any reason not to start really hammering out that blade. So I'm going to put a bottom fuller. Uh-oh. I'll just do it with the top in this heat. Will I? I'll get it set up. I might not do a lot of forging this heat, too much faffing about. Hang on, let me just check. Let me just check it. No, I can't do that. The best I could do would be this. I feel a little nervous doing that. So instead, yeah, I'm going to put a bottom tool in and I'm going to do it next heat. You know what? I'm going to get this set up. Wait for it, wait for it. Yep, hard. That's actually not that bad. I'm not worried about it. You're not going to miss, are you?
I'm not overly keen on doing that.
Sorry?
It's a little bit close to the rest of you.
Yeah, it's not so far away from my head. Okay. I'm going to get a bottom fuller so that we can do that next heat. I believe somebody asked if I was ever going to do anything in Inverness. Where is Inverness? Is that Scotland?
Inverness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your way to summertime, yeah.
Up, very up north.
Why do you want to do it? I think it's small.
So, who's bought a t-shirt while we've been live? Anybody bought a t-shirt, Sam? Sorry? Oh, I think so. Have you bought your t-shirt yet? Just saying. Kind of an epic t-shirt. What do you reckon, Dan? Thumbs up on the t-shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Screen printed. 100% cotton. This one isn't actually screen printed. The one I'm wearing isn't. But the ones that you get will be screen printed. 100% cotton. And if it's cold where you are, you can get a hoodie too. Super soft hoodie. Aha. Right. You ready, Sam? Ugly duggly. I'm going to take these tongs and I'm going to find my middle. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Hard. Okay, can you stand on that side? Hard. Bloody hard. See if I can flip it over. I can just get my fuller in there. I might not be able to go on this side. Let's see. There we go. Just about. So I'm going middle, then left, then right. Working this down.
And what reason are you doing that for?
Sorry?
What reason are you doing it rather than just flatting it all?
Okay, so I'm using the fuller because theoretically, now obviously I'm taking so much time that it might not be the case, but there is a lesser degree of surface area contact with the fuller, which should mean we're able to spread out this material, firstly in the direction that we want, which is we want it to draw laterally as opposed to longitudinally. You want to draw it out relatively efficiently and in a controlled manner, hopefully more efficiently than if we were just use flat dies on flat dies. Here, fuller on fuller, less surface area, move the steel a little more, less heat being conducted into the tools, making the heat last longer, and of course, hopefully we have that control of being able to draw this way as opposed to that way too. Hyper Havoc PS4 made a very funny comment. Very funny comment. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, you ready, Sam? Hard as you can. There we go. Now, some of you guys might well have heard me talk about the economics of heat control while you're forging. And of course, we have a lot of forging to do in this particular area. And so, as we can allow the price model to dictate, we're going to be most efficient by putting it back in the fire as soon as it's starting to get too cold to move a lot of material. Because our hot temperatures are in very, 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 very short supply. They exist for just a teeny weeny little bit of time, but our cold temperatures exist ad infinitum. So, you know, if the hot temperatures are in tiny supply, but in massive demand, we could attribute a price to them, and therefore say that they're very expensive. Hot temperatures are expensive. Cold temperatures are cheap. They exist forever. So, because of that, why would we waste the cold temperatures trying to move the metal? We're not gonna get anything done. Wait, that's not the way I usually describe it. I usually describe it when I'm talking about tapering and I'm talking about planning your heat. I've made a whole right dog's bollocks about this. Okay, the better way to create this analogy is when you're doing a taper and you want to both draw out a lot of material and then finish material in that heat by using the high temperature to move material and the low temperature to finish material. That way you're being most efficient across the entire range of the heat. Here, basically all I'm saying is like it's a lot easier to move metal when it's hot, so keep it hot. there's no finishing area. There's no time where I can finish, so I might as well. Thank you very much, Andrew Sheehan, for the wonderful order. So I might as well just keep it hot. Keep it hot. Keep it hot, keep it hot, keep it hot, keep it hot, keep it hot. Make it easier.
You don't pin or wedge your top tools?
No, I don't pin or wedge the top tools. The reason being is you break a lot of top tool handles and you want to be able to quickly take one out and put one in. And two, you often damage a top tool and you need to quickly reforge it. Nice to be able to put the handle straight back in after reforging it. You do have to set them back down a little bit, and if you have hickory's better for a top tool handle, it's a little harder. This ash, sometimes it doesn't quite like to stick in the top tools quite as well as hickory. It means you often have tools flying quite often. You just got to get used to feeling when it's a little loose and setting it back down. What on earth? Weird people. Weird people. Okay, people in the comments are asking me to say hot dog. I said it now, but that's what I was saying when I said weird people. I got. Okay, Sam, you ready? Oh, she's hot. Dog. Did you hear that boom?
I saw him jump out of his skin.
Sam and I just shot a top tool into my wall. I don't know how well you saw it on the close-up view. I'm going to take another heat. Okay. That's funny. Now we're going to do a little bit of work with a flatter, I think. I hope you're all right, not too terrorized after that fright about having a top tool fly and hit you right in the solar plexus. What's going on, YouTube land?
This person keeps asking are the T-Rex burners efficient compared to the T-Rex, but we've never done a side-by-side.
I've never done a side-by-side comparison of these versus the T-Rex in terms of efficiency. But I will say this, which I learned from Corin, is propane has only so many little units of energy in it. I believe they would call these BTUs. What would that BT, what does that stand for?
British thermal unit.
British thermal unit. There are only so many BT, what?
You didn't know that?
And propane only has so many BTUs in it. The way that you put as much heat into a forge as possible is by getting the perfect mix of propane and oxygen for it to fully combust. Which leads me to think that really efficiency of a burner, I don't think that really changes so long as you're able to control the perfect amount of burn. That's how you get the most efficiency out of a burner. It's not about, you know, magically some burner is more efficient at making the stuff go and mix in a way that makes it magically powerful. It's just about getting a correct mix, allowing it the right time to mix. Any burner is going to be as efficient as any other burner. There's only so much heat that can be released.
That's a good question. You can forge weld it with it.
Can I forge weld with this forge? Absolutely, you can forge weld with this forge. you can melt steel with propane. So don't think that you can't forge weld in a propane forge. You absolutely can, provided A, the insulation in the propane forge is good, and B, you've got a burner where you can get sufficient amounts of propane in there, and you can get an adequate and appropriate amount of air into the mix as well, and allow it to mix properly. What's going on with that? Focus.
Put it on manual.
Ah, nice.
Shall I?
Nice. Okay, we're warm. You ready? Now, what would be great for this is a fuller with the fuller blade perpendicular to the handle. I don't have one of those. Come on, Sam. Can I melt steel with jet fuel? The question never ends. Well, what am I going to use for this? I think I'm just going to go with a flatter. Let's see how this goes. Hard as you can. That was a very humorous question. Well, in context, no. Not a humorous question at all. Damn it. Now people on film have me laughing about something to do with the worst terror attack on US soil in recent history. Golly, that's terrible. Sorry, guys. Sam, this is your job is to stop me from laughing at these kind of things. Right, take another heat. Get it hot.
Why do you put duct tape on the end of some of your tools?
Because it looks pretty, that's why I put duct tape on my tools. I'll sometimes put sequins in the duct tape too. It makes me really happy. The Canadian has been given a high five. And a second. We almost missed. We almost missed that high five. Are there really that many comments that you have to filter through before there's an interesting one? Come on, guys, you need to up your game.
People keep saying, can you make a Damascus sword? I keep replying to them saying, yes, you can make a Damascus sword.
Well, ask me those questions. Ask me all the ridiculous questions.
Can you make a Damascus sword?
Can I make a Damascus sword? I theoretically could. Is it going to be good enough? I don't know. I've got a long way to go before I can make a quality Damascus sword. Now I want to do one, absolutely in the future. I absolutely and unequivocally do want to make a sword. It'll be a very exciting project. Right, Sam, you ready? Okay, so for now I'm going to call the blade satisfactory to move on to the next step. That does not mean finished. What that means is, okay, there's a lot of meat left in there, which is good. I say that's good because that means that once I finish off all of this, up top, I have plenty of steel to move to finish this and get it where I want it before it's done, and I'm only going to have to poke it in this far in the fire. None of this has to get oxidized. So I'm going to finish off the rest of this. I am going to go into the eye again.
What's the deal with the hammers? We're going to do the hammers, not the hammers, the t-shirts. We're going to do them in batches.
What's the deal with the t-shirts?
So they're going to be a batch.
The t-shirts are always going to be done in batches from now. That makes it a lot easier for us to handle the logistics of it all. So now this t-shirt is available for a week, Friday the 27th. We're going to end it so that we can go and get them all printed and get them all boxed up and shipped off to you all. £22.50, that's 28 bucks, free worldwide shipping on the t-shirt. Come on. Like, what is not to love about that deal? Not only do you get a t-shirt with an awesome hammer on it, might I add, but if you enjoy the content that we're creating, I'm thrilled that you enjoy it. Remember to like the content, comment on the content, and hey, you might not need a hammer in your life, you might not get the opportunity to buy a hammer, I understand that, but you can at least get a t-shirt with a hammer on it. That's a great way to support the channel and what we do making this awesome content every single day. So if you enjoy the content, you enjoy watching it every day, getting a t-shirt is a wonderful and very generous way of supporting the channel. What do you think, Sam?
I think it's marvellous.
Sam thinks it's marvellous. I dare say that's a very good response, Sam.
It helps me put beans on the plate.
It helps Sam put beans on the plate. You feed your children beans.
All day. Every
Only
day.
beans.
I'm relying on t-shirts to avoid the toast.
Sam needs t-shirts to avoid the toast, so his children can have beans on toast, not just beans on beans.
Would you make a hammer out of titanium?
I am going to make a hammer out of titanium in the future. Guaranteed. It's gonna happen. Question is when. You know what? I'm gonna order some titanium. I'm gonna get some titanium, guys. I'm gonna make a titanium hammer soon. But bro, you best get me some mad subs for that titanium hammer. Who would watch a video of me making a titanium hammer?
They go up to 3XL t-shirts.
T-shirts go up to 3XL. They also go down to small, which was a requirement that I had to make. Otherwise, I would be walking around in a bed linen, or at least what appeared to be a bed linen, which would actually be a size medium. It's great to self-deprecate oneself on live on air. Sorry? Nice. You want to stand on that side?
Yeah.
So what you're going to notice when I hit this is all the scale starts to pop off. That's good. That's why we like the opportunity to be able to get in there. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take a brush, hit. Most of that loose scale should come out of there. It doesn't. What I can go ahead and do is come in. Come in again. Hit it against with the drift. Hit it again with the drift. Lovely. Sam, could you hit as hard as you physically and possibly can? Whoops. Lovely work, my friend. Now I'm going to give the drift a little more of a drive. Fabulous. It's cold, but I'm just trying to planish it. Not quite all where I want it. I'm gonna need to take another heat on it. Sadly, eventually you've got to cut your losses. Throw it back in the fire. But like I said, in the interest of not going too far too fast on any one side.
The old Scottish swing.
Oh, we're going to give it the old Scottish swing. Sam's giving it the old Scottish swing. But I dare say it's the old Irish try, first and foremost. That's going to become a thing eventually. Started right here, live on the Alec Steele Show. my voice. Right, I'm gonna go get water. Entertain them, please, Dan. Wait, they can't hear you. You gotta do a mime, a Parisian mime to the camera. Oh, he's nodding his head, he's gonna do it. Okay, water, check. Break 3 tools on the way.
Somebody's got a new baby. Just had a newborn baby. Right.
Bryden, oh goodness, Gansacola has just had a newborn baby. Brian, oh wait, hang on, I think I mispronounced it. I'm so sorry, Bryden. Bryden, congratulations on your newborn baby. Awesome. Congratulations. What an exciting day. Sam, are you ready? We.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I didn't need them. I just wanted to mess. I'm joking.
Right, this touch.
Sorry?
This touch.
Oh really?
I think so. Lots of cooler.
So I'm driving it over this swage block. Are you able to get that? Not quite. I was driving it over a swage block so I could support the cheeks a little better. Brush it. Sam, again, is going to do a marvelous task of striking like an absolute boss. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Nice work. Look at that. She's purty. She's going to be nice and clean. Shouldn't attempt an accent when my voice hurts. Ah, look at that. Starting to look a little bit like a tool. Release it. Cool adrift. Okay. Now I'm going to refine off that back portion. Pole, I believe they call it. The pole of the X. What's going on, Sam, in internet land?
We need to do more 10-minute challenges.
We need to do more 10-minute challenges. Eventually we will, but I'm tired and I got to teach a class tomorrow. Eventually I'd like to get this live show to the point where I have time all of Saturday to plan and prepare, set it up so that like there's all sorts of fun stuff going on in the live show. Right now I just got done teaching a class all day. I ate a very good pizza, so I'm tired because of the pizza, and I want to get this done and sleep. Otherwise I'm going to end up showing up here at 11 o'clock, 2 hours past 9 o'clock. In fairness, you guys were pretty late this morning to show up. I'm going to put that out there, you know? I'm entitled to a little bit of lateness after that. Uh-oh. All right, Sam, you ready? He never looks like he's ready. He's just stood there staring at his phone the whole time. Young people these days, what can I say? Come on, Sam. What? Okay, grabbing a different pair of tongs. So I'm using these large fullers. Lighter, please. Work the diagonals a touch. Lock it in on the flat, turn it on the 45. Now you can hit hard. Just get them set a little lighter, and then once they're on, you know, we can wail at it a little more. A little safe, a little more secure. Oh, this is going to be sexy. Hard as you can. Polishing it up, making it nice and pretty. And what do you say, Sam? I reckon she's nice and pretty. That's a beautiful pole right there. Beautiful. Now, one more heat in the eye, and then simply it's a case. Oh, it's simply a case of tidying up the working end, the bit of this Adze. I like making these kind of things. It's fun. It's not too complex, so I'm not having to embarrass myself, like has often happened on the live shows. Putting that out there, I've got a whole wall of mistakes there from live shows. But it's also, it's pretty exciting. It's a different project, which is involved. Woo! Right, internet land, what's going on? I'm trying to steal this from you. People have been ordering t-shirts.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. That's so kind of you guys to have ordered some t-shirts. Rick, thank you so much. I know, it's set up that way. It's because with more than one, it can't go as a large letter. It has to go as a package.
You want to know if you're going to show grinding it as well?
Are we going to show grinding it? Man, I got to get some sleep. I've got to be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and then teach a class. And then I've then got to come home at 6 and edit a video, which will take me like ages. For those that don't know, right now it's 9:35 in the evening. I'm allowed to slack a little bit if it's 9:35 in the evening, right? Sorry?
Not before midnight.
All right, Sammy, you ready? Ruben Ibanez says, young people these days, really? You're young yourself.
That one.
Oh? A pizza from a pizzeria. Okay, first I want to tackle the first one. I don't think he gets sarcasm. First guy doesn't get sarcasm. I understand it. The British sarcasm is a different thing. I was being completely sarcastic when I was mocking Sam for being young. He's far older than me. I'm allowed to make jokes. Regarding the pizzeria, yes, the pizza was from a pizzeria. That's how we pronounce it in England, isn't it, Sam? Pizzeria? Pizzeria. It's not how we pronounce it in England. I pronounce femoral wrong. Pizzeria, mezzanine.
Aesthetics.
What?
Aesthetics.
Aesthetics. How do you say it?
Aesthetics.
Aesthetics. Aesthetics.
Cross braces on the legs of the ankles.
Well, on the legs of my anvils, I don't have the. Sorry, a person has asked. On the anvils, would I recommend cross braces? No. The answer is no. I don't see a purpose for them on anything like this because the legs are less than 8 degrees or 10 degrees, so they're not gonna flex out and bow. Yeah, and they're bolted too, which means that they can't slip over and open. How do I forgot which side I was going to do. Plan your stuff better than me, kids. Plan your stuff way better than me. I screwed the pooch on that one. Sorry?
Last heat.
What?
Last heat.
No.
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 Bedtime.
Maybe for you. That's all right, Daniel will still be here. I think he's still on Canadian time. So I'm doing this in midair, letting the inertia drive it, because I don't want to damage that nice pole we just put on there. I'm gonna hit it with a flatter, hard as you can, please, Sammy. Much obliged. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Just threw that at him. Beautiful. Right. Now. Ah. Take this. See if we can just polish this. Let's put a little cattywampus on us. Isn't that an incredible word? Cattywampus. Hang on, still need you, Sam. Sam, where did you go?
Oh, I was speaking to Ant about t-shirt sizes.
What is Ant asking about t-shirt sizes?
Got a size guide online, you want to get them on the website.
A size guide? If you're curious about a size guide for the t-shirts are Gildan Super Soft Style. Wait, no, Gildan Soft Style.
Yeah. You're in this small and I'm in the large.
I think the sizes are pretty standard, or at least, I mean, I wear a small of other things and the fit's pretty similar. Great. Nice and polished, happy with that. Now is the fun part. We're now going to be poking only that in the forge. We're going to be forging the blade. Having fun, guys? Are you watching the stream on your phone? He's in the room and he's watching the stream on his phone. Well, he's watching the comments. That's funny.
You get your steel locally from a company locally, don't you?
It depends. A lot of my steel I get from Eastern Steel Limited, which are a wonderful steel company here in Norwich. The greatest people that I have ever bought anything from. They're wonderful. They're really, really wonderful to do business with. Apart from that, I also buy my steel for making Damascus out of from a company called highgradesteel.co.uk. Again, super fast service, very reliable, and they sell 15N20 and the N42J, which is 1080 and 1095. If you buy anything from them, let them know I sent you. I'd be much, much obliged. And greatly appreciate that.
We've got 2 visitors from Norway.
We have 2 visitors from Norway, but they're not here. They're at home sleeping, the lazy bastards.
Excuse me, this is a
Sorry,
show.
our customer service rep, Sam, is not happy with me saying that. I'm joking. They're not lazy. It's hard work doing especially day 3. There's a lot of sledge work. Day 2, there's a lot of sledge work. It's hard work doing the class. I'm not truly, genuinely going to fault anybody for wanting to go to sleep. I will confess, the other day I got home and I started editing the video and I fell asleep in front of my laptop at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the evening. And I was only teaching, I wasn't swinging a hammer, so.
How many people do you think are watching right now?
315.
334.
334 viewers, are you kidding me? That's unreal. Guys, thank you for being here. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna screenshot that. Awesome. Right, you ready to take a heat, Sam?
Yeah, well, just having a little rest.
You having a rest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have a rest.
Well, I'm ready.
You're ready.
We can carry on.
Well, I don't actually know what I'm gonna do to this thing, so I was hoping that you might. No, you need to tell me what to do.
Just hit it.
Hit it, okay. I'm going to put some hearing protection on first. I think I'm going to do a little bit of this. Because of that, I'm going to have you stand on that side if that's all right. All right. So, nice and hard. So I'm going to just do it from this one underside, and I'm going to be running this large fuller across the width of this tool, just from the one side. I think this would be a semi-appropriate way of getting the shape I desire, getting the preform that I desire. Now, the downside of this is there's a lot of surface area on the anvil. Oh, buddy. It doesn't seem too bad. We're putting a lot of energy back into it with some good and solid hammer swings. Great work, Sam. Everybody give Sam Fowler a round of applause. Oh, my knees. We have a live audience today. You guys should have been working on your canned laughter a little better. At least give me some sort of a hope that I'm being relatively humorous and entertaining. Thank you very much. That's actually really satisfying. I get why people would like doing that kind of a show. With canned laughter, just like fake laughter. But you're ruining it. Hello, YouTube land. Is it gone?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Hey, if you've just joined us, have you bought one of these t-shirts? It's got a pretty cool hammer on it. This hammer, in fact, is the square circle hammer. Interesting hammer. Naturally, a square circle is an improbable happening. You can't have a square circle. Just like you can't have a hammer that hits as hard as the square circle. Nor can you have a t-shirt that makes as much of a hard-hitting impression as the square circle hammer t-shirt. Isn't that right, Dan?
That's correct.
You ready, Sam?
Yep.
Let's give her another go. Hard, hard, hard. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is some good, great, and excellent power right there. Moving a lot of material. I like it. I like it. I like it. There's a nice controlled accuracy with his blows.
Don't say that.
You're gonna miss?
Last time you said this.
Last time you said this, it was a mistake indeed. That was pretty funny. Okay. Check my edge thickness. And I'm gonna go ahead and again, ladies and gents, I'm gonna take this thin filler in with the idea. You can stand on that side for this one particular blow. Nice and hard. Idea of not going too far too fast. We can polish that up a little bit here. Smooth the transition. Oh, this is such a fun little tool to make. Hello, YouTube land. More Damascus hammers with a Z. Yes. The correct name for my hammer is a squircle, according to Steph. Seth.
What?
Uh-oh. Seth. Squircle. I think Squircle would be a good nickname, but I think if we're wanting to be appropriate to the grandeur of the hammer, it should be called appropriately the square circle. You can have nicknames, but the square circle just sounds...
How does Damascus compare to regular forging with regards to strength, ductility, and durability?
How does Damascus compare to regular forged steel in regards to strength, durability, and ductility? Dun dun dun! Well, Damascus steel, in the sense that you'll see it online today, for most of us, is really pattern welded steel, to be precise. Damascus steel refers to Wootz steel. It's created by, you make the ore and you make it carbonized and stuff like that. You put carbon in it by mixing it with poop and things like this. It's about the extent of my knowledge on the matter, and you forge it and fold it and forge it and fold it. And at the time, it was a superior sword to what they had available. And that's why Damascus has this mystical air to it, is because at the time, there was nothing better than a Damascus sword made of proper wood steel. Now, you get a piece of 1080 steel from New Jersey Steel Baron or from high-grade steel, you make a better blade than anybody had 400 years ago, when there was this mystic and majestic and incredible Damascus steel blade out there. You're a lot better just getting a piece of 1080 and making something from that than anything they would have had access to. Today, do you get better performance out of pattern welded steel, or what we refer to as Damascus steel colloquially? No, there's no change in performance. It's the same materials that you would use to make a blade, it's just that they're mixed together. So you get the same performance as you get with them individually. No difference in performance, no difference in strength, no difference in durability, no difference in ductility. It's the same as the properties of the materials that you put inside. So if you put a high carbon steel and a high carbon nickel steel, guess what? You have a blade or a hammer or whatever that performs just as well as those steels would perform individually. There's no improvement over it. There's no decrease in performance over it unless the welds aren't sound. You ready? Brush it. I'm gonna brush it. Brush it real good. Okay. Well, I'm quite happy with the width there and the thickness and such. I'm going to take one more hit here. You can run to that side of the anvil if you like, Sam. Over there. One more here. One more there. Okay. Next heat is going to be a polishing heat. Very light blows to planish that up. And I'm going to try and avoid getting it too hot from here on out. I want to avoid oxidizing it too much. How many people are crying that I've destroyed the mysticism of the Damascus steel? I'd hate to be that person. What does this guy say? It's right here. I'd love to make a sword at some point. Robert Taylor would love to at some point. I just need to gain some kind of skill first. Squircle. Oh look, there's somebody with my same last name. Oh, can't speak English. There is somebody with the same last name as mine. Hello, Drew. Right, you ready, Sammy? And do this.
Someone said, what would you be doing if you weren't working with steel? I guess.
Well, if I wasn't working with steel,
you'd have just finished your GCSEs, would you?
Actually, I would be about to start primary school. Lighter. I don't know what I'd be doing.
Kind of a difficult question to ask.
Yeah.
Or answer.
What would you be doing if you weren't a farrier, Sam?
Swing a sledgehammer.
Well, you might actually have knees that weren't shot.
Yeah.
Sweet. One more here. And that terminates the planishing. Now is simply the shape. Now is simply the task of shaping the Adze bowl part. We will get there eventually. Some of us take a little more time to put words from here into here. Apologies.
Apparently you need to do your research because Damascus steel is a lot stronger because of the grain pattern. Don't share info you don't know the answer to.
There were a lot of government under that things.
That's created a very awkward silence. But that's okay. It's okay. I accept your apology. They haven't apologized, but when you do apologize, it's good. I'll accept it. Now what I'm gonna do, I've got this hot. You're gonna wanna manhandle that one camera, Sam, because I'm gonna be over here.
This one?
Yeah, on this bottom swage. I'm taking my round die on this bottom swage and I'm just slowly cupping this over. Nah, that's not the way to do it right there. The one trouble with that swage, if you can see closely on this, if you press number 2, one trouble with that swage over there is it's not quite radiused on those inside edges, so it's leaving these little longitudinal marks. But I have a solution for fixing that on heat number 2, which is, I'm actually going to do it a little bit of a hobo way, which is cool. I've just got a thick bottom fuller, set it in the anvil, and I'm going to come in here, camming it, well not camming it, but resting it on the fuller and on the anvil face. Any more silly comments coming in, Sam?
No, other people just...
Oh good,
just
sensible
the
ones.
same, just the same. Harry saw he doesn't have his own YouTube channel.
Sorry? Oh, okay. Apparently that guy saw he doesn't have a YouTube channel. Uh-oh, missed hit. Put a nice little ding in it there. Oh. How do I do this? Ah, ooh, oh. Sam, I might get you to lightly swing a hand hammer for me.
Lightly swing a hand
Lightly swing a hand hammer. What I'm going to be doing next heat, I'm going to come in here, and I just want you to tip, 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 tap, tip, tip, tip.
Tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tip.
No, tip, tap, tip, 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 tap, tip. A tip, 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 tap.
Tip. Like two-handed.
If you stand on that side, I think that'll work a little easier. Because then you're not going to hit me in the head when I'm here. Conk. Harry Cole. Oh God, what did I start? It's funny. It's okay, Harry. It's just like the biggest blacksmith internet debate.
Tell me what.
Wait. No.
Wait, what? You want me to do it like that?
Yeah. Go. Lovely, my boy. Ain't that just lovely? Somebody from this county, I sure can't do a Norfolk accent, can I? Yep, that'll do. To anybody from Norfolk actually watching, I do apologize for my terrible rendition of our fabulous county's Norfolk accent.
Christ.
What's that?
Christ.
Christ. That was terrible too. That'll do. Hang on. That's so out of evenness. I need to fix that. Take another heat. See if I can make it a little prettier. What do I have that'll be a little better for shaping it? Do you reckon that's a little too obtuse?
Well,
too acute?
It is a little bit. It should be a little smaller. But
You reckon the curve should be smaller than this?
For ball
Narrower?
Heads, for ball heads, yes.
Well, then
seed heads would be about this, but you're pretty close.
Well, I'm going to use this then. I don't know if I have a tongue that can grip it. Right, Sammy. You're now chief material holder.
It's tippity tappity. Tippity tippity tap tap. Do some research, Alec.
I know, Jeff. I'm so sorry. Jeff Morris has kindly informed us. It's tippity tippity tap tap. I'll do my research next time. Oh, I don't know if this is. I have an idea. Okay. Sam, in the interest of keeping my toes attached to my feet,
Yeah.
could you hold this?
Yeah. And this.
No, I'll hit. I'm gonna hit with a hand hammer. Thank you. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll just do a wide one. Oh, the cable on the thing.
That's right. Good.
Okay. Right, so it's going to be a little rough and difficult to get to. We'll close it up a little bit, but I think I can then shape it to it a little better. Is that a little bit more like the diameter one would want?
That'd be a large ball head, yes.
Large bowl heads. See if we can try that again, Sam. Any other people that I would recommend looking at for beginners who are learning on their own, apart from Brian Brazil, Jake Farm, and David Lish, who are primary teachers of mine, and Sam is pointing at himself. If you want to learn, you can do not learn financial management from Sam. You could learn tippity tippity tip tap tippity.
I love how someone's got forging in live stream. What an idea! 28 episodes later.
Forging and live stream. Okay, let's see if we can give this a little round two. Okay. At some point. Now, I'm one to believe that there's a point where we accept things, call it good enough. The correct term is good enough for government work. That's a great way to insult some of my audience. And I am about to call it such. I'm going to take this one fuller. Sammy, can you do me a great favor and give it a good old Scottish whack?
Oh no!
With an Irish persistence. Och no. Jolly good old bean. I think I'm about deaf though. Scottish, like the Scottish will persevere. Great. I'm pleased with that. I'm very pleased with that. Whoa, 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 one more thing. I still have to put a touch mark on it, dude.
How are we doing it? We like.
I'm gonna find the touch mark. Sorry? Uh-oh.
What are you looking for, Alec?
Touch mark, you got it? You got the touch mark? Sam, you thief. Okay. Come on. There we go. So I'm just gonna shake it on there. Good old inertia. Okay. Sammy, you do me a big favor, mate.
Hold it.
Give me an old. And a 1, 2, 3. Good old jobbo. There we go. We're gonna give her an Irish brush. First, we're gonna give it the Scottish whack. Sam,
Yeah.
could you do the Irish brushing, please?
Where's the brush? There.
Go for it. Please don't break my brush. You've taken 4 chips out of it.
He said chips.
Yeah, I know. They're actually fries. Hang on. Did you get the joke? You didn't get the joke?
No.
He said chips, but they're actually fries. You get the joke?
No.
Chips. Come on, you didn't get that joke?
Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock. The humour ends at 10.
Wait, 2, 3. Hang on. Wait. Whoa, Nelly. Giving it a good old wire brushing. Ah! The good old automatic wire brushing machine works a charm. I'm doing my bit over here, dropping tools. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this far. I'm going to see how many people are watching. 353, good Lord. That's unbelievable. That's absolutely phenomenal, my friends. Thank you for joining us. That's incredible. We started this back in July. How many people watched? Like 55 people?
Yeah.
55 people watched it. Today, there are 353 of you. That's so wonderful. And we just passed 40,000 subscribers.
From 7,000.
From 7,000 in July. That is cool. It feels good. There's a big old boulder in front of me. And I've been kicking and fighting at the thing and pushing and come on, you bastard. And it feels like it's starting to move.
Bastard.
Well, I think I'm going to allow bastard for the show.
It is allowed on television.
Sorry?
It is allowed on television.
Bastard's allowed on television pre 9 p.m. Then I'm good to do bastard on the show. Like, yeah. We're gonna allow bastard on the show, which is a lot better than potentially the way that I use the English language otherwise. You guys wouldn't know anything about that, though, would you? No, nothing, absolutely nothing. I promise you, I'm very polite. But it feels like I've been kicking and shoving at this big old boulder that is the YouTube channel, and it feels good that it's moving. That's because of you guys watching and sharing and liking and commenting and buying t-shirts and buying hammers and coming and taking classes. Thank you guys. And buying online courses and buying striking anvils. All these things allow this channel to grow and thrive, and I cannot wait to see where we are a year from now. Let alone 2 years from now, 3 years from now. I can't wait to it's fun.
We've had our first proposal of a business interest.
Oh, good Lord.
James Fraser says, next time you guys give me a shout and I'll drop off a takeaway.
Oh, thank you very much, James. Thank you very much for
Depending
offering.
on what it is.
Well,
It's got to be pizza, really, hasn't it?
it's got to be pizza. I feel very Italian on a Saturday. Oh, no, definitely not going to even try a New Jersey accent. Do you know how tempted I was? All I wanted to do just then was speak in a New Jersey accent. But I have had to refrain. I've refrained. Anyway, no, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for buying t-shirts. If you haven't bought a t-shirt, it's a great way to support the channel. I'm sure you know, I spend a hell of a lot of money putting out awesome videos, very much for my own benefit. It's wonderful because it's growing my business by allowing you guys to know that I exist and come and take a class all the way from Denmark. Yep. The running joke. He's from the Netherlands. The running joke. All the way from Canada, and that's amazing. So it's very much for my own benefit that I do the YouTube channel. But hey, if you enjoy it, you can always buy a t-shirt, and that's a great way to show the support and wear the t-shirt and say, hey, I watch Alec Steele's channel, and maybe down the line, once we keep pushing this boulder and it keeps moving, you might bump into somebody that's also wearing the Alec Steele t-shirt, and you'll go, hey, I know that guy. He's got those ridiculous glasses and that crazy, ridiculous power hammer greased hair. And you'll be like, yeah, he's kind of semi-funny, but he occasionally forges nice stuff, and that would be cool, right? So go buy a t-shirt. Let's thank Sam so much, everybody. Thank you, Sam, for coming in and doing the thing. Let's give him a little tour of this forged Adze. Ow. It's hot. Ow, that's really hot. Okay, I'm going to tilt this over. There is the forged Adze. I dare say I'm very proud of that. I think that was a great little first attempt at a forged little bowl Adze. Large bowl Adze?
It'd be a large bowl Adze.
That would be considered a large bowl Adze, apparently. I'm pleased with that. That was a huge amount of fun to make. It was great fun having Sam strike for me, as well as the wonderful Daniel and Bart from their respective foreign countries. Bart is definitely not from the Netherlands. It's funny if you're here.
Belgium.
Belgium, that's the one. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you've enjoyed. Please do hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do one of these things every week, and I make a video every day, and it's huge amounts of fun. And I'm constantly trying to make better videos. And by subscribing, kind of tells me, hey, I want to see better. I want to see some better videos. I'm going to try to make some better videos. Thank you for watching. It's been an absolute thrill. I look forward to seeing you on the next live show, but I'm going to see you tomorrow on the next episode of Daily Steele. It's going to be like episode 149. 149 episodes of daily videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel by coming and taking classes, buying hammers, and of course, buying the Alec Steele Squircle t-shirt. We can run with the nickname Squircle once in a while. Sam, thank you so much. Guys, thank you for joining us for our live audience. Thank you for your wonderful canned laughter. It was thrilling. Cue canned laughter. You know, that feels very powerful to be able to do that now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Bye.